I'm going to give a quick talk about using Mosaic for managing sample inventory of substances that are managed in a ChemAxon registration system. So just briefly, Titian Software, who are the makers of Mosaic software, founded in 1999, not quite as old as ChemAxon, but we've been around for a while. Headquartered in London, but we also have a presence in the US and a Polish development office. And the take-home message really here is that we just specialize in sample management software, and we have over 50 software engineers just working with sample management and logistics of sample handling. And we also have a presence in Shanghai for support, because we have customers all around the world. And Mosaic is our primary product, all about sample management. So Mosaic traditionally was configured to meet a specific customer's requirements and their workflow and their sample handling requirements. Based on the experience of doing that for a number of years, we've now released two, if you like, packaged editions of Mosaic that put the commonly used workflows into a package at a lower price point and also a faster deployment. So that's Mosaic Sample Bank, which has a lot of compound management workflows, and as the name suggests, Mosaic freezer management for people that just want to manage samples and inventory in their freezers. So today I'm really talking about inventory tracking, but Mosaic does encompass an awful lot more. The ability to request compounds in plates in particular formats, and do the fulfillment through integration with liquid handlers and automated storage, etc. If you want to find out any more about this, come and talk to us. We have a booth just outside here. Just very briefly, because I'm talking about integration between registry and inventory. As a background, inventory, I'm talking about physical containers, so samples in bottles, tubes, plate wells. And registration is the information about the stuff that's in the container. And lots of people already have registration systems, and sometimes they want to add on an inventory system to that. And in that case, we integrate directly with the registration system to avoid data re-entry. Just as a side, Mosaic also has a registration system. It's not a fully featured competitor to ChemAxon's registration system, but it's useful to be able to manage other substances in the same inventory if you want to do that alongside your compounds. That's just a picture graphic that says the same thing. So on to a quick demo, which is, I'm glad to say, is a video, not a live demo. The background is we worked with ChemAxon to find a standard integration between registration and Mosaic for a customer that wishes to purchase ChemAxon registration, or they already have ChemAxon registration, and they want to use Mosaic as well. The idea is we'd have a standard out-of-the-box integration that we could just switch on. So video shows registering a new molecule in registration system, and then we're going to create some new tubes of it in Mosaic via the integration and place those tubes into a store and just show how you can link back and forth between the two applications. So here's the video. Start off by registering a new molecule. Obviously lots of different ways of doing this. I'm just typing in ibuprofen in this case, and then the next thing is to just enter the LMB ref for this molecule, and then just click the register button, and that's the registration done. Obviously I'm not focusing on the details of ChemAxon registration today. But having done that, that's a molecule registered in ChemAxon registration. We've got CXN2005. And then this is where we go to jump across to Mosaic to create some inventory, physical inventory of this. So see there's a Create Tubes in Mosaic menu item, and that's opened up another tab, which takes us into the Create Tubes page. And you can see already that information has been pulled across into Mosaic automatically. So what we're now doing is just saying there are 3 tubes of a particular type, and say how much is in them, the amount, the concentration, etc. And click the Create button, and we now have 3 tubes in the inventory representing that compound we just registered. At this point, you can choose to print a label. Mosaic's integrated with most label printers. We're going to look at one of the tubes in a little more detail just to show you what that looks like. And on the right here, you see again we've got the sample information pulled from ChemAxon Registration as the contents of that tube. And then click through. We've then got the molecular weight that's also pulled through, and then a link to go back to ChemAxon Reg, and that takes us back to where we started. And you see the molecular weight. If you're paying attention, that was the same as displayed in Mosaic. And the next part is really just to put these tubes away in store. If you're using an automated store, you could at this point just put them into the store and Mosaic would automatically be updated. This is a place list way of doing it, so you can search for places. This hierarchy here represents your entire storage hierarchy, and Mosaic will allow you to just search for spaces for that particular tube type in your hierarchy of storage. We'll suggest places for you to place them. You can then print this off, go and place the tubes, and then click the complete placing. If you prefer, you can view this as a map view as well to help with placing. That's that sort of map view there if you prefer to work like that. And then when you've done that, you just click the complete placing button, and those tubes are now in the store. And just to prove that, we'll quickly look at one of the tube barcodes. And down here you see in the location path it now has the full down to the box level location. And you can click through and there it is highlighted on the screen there. So everything we were doing there was also being captured in an audit trail. I won't show that in the interest of time. I'll just jump to the next slide. This is really a summary. So the benefit of this is that, as I said, out of the box, you can combine the benefits of the ChemAxon registration with the sample management and processing capabilities of Mosaic. I haven't really talked much about sample processing, but as I say, come and talk to us outside. We can tell you more about that. We've got hyperlinks between the two. Also shows the future. We've talked about cloud quite a lot today. For the purpose of that demo, both ChemAxon Reg and Mosaic were in the cloud. And so in the future, it'd be possible to purchase both products, for example, in the Synergy platform and just sort of switch on the integration between them. But equally, they can reside on customers' own on-premise servers. So Mosaic can manage all of your different materials. I've talked about small molecules today, but biologicals can be managed as well. So in fact, you can have all your different types of samples in one system. And we can integrate with more than one registration system. So perhaps we'll talk about biological registration next. I will stop now. Yes. So other Mosaic features, come and find us outside. And thank you very much for your attention.